Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how to make purple gold in Roblox Industrialist. So first you're gonna have to research gold refining, pressurized water filter, gold acid refinery, industrial electric furnace and the alloyer. After that I'm gonna tell you that this is very expensive. You're gonna have to spend around 7 million to make this purple gold farm that I'm gonna show you. So I'd recommend you to watch my video on how to make money, so you have money to make this. But if you have money, then you're also gonna need a lot of power. I have two videos on how to make a lot of power, so you can watch those too. But after you have a lot of money and a lot of power, you can build this, and I'm just gonna show you how to build this right now. First you're gonna have to place two plastic refineries. They are in the third tier in the factory section. They are right here. Yes, plastic refineries. Of course, you're gonna have to connect three crude oil rigs into the crude oil input on the plastic refinery, and also we're gonna have to connect a water pump into the water input on the oil plastic refinery. The water pump is in the extractor section in the second tier as well. So after that you're gonna have to do that. You're gonna have to do all that again, because you're going to need two plastic refineries. I'm gonna show you why in a second. After that you're gonna have to place an oxidation plant. It's in the third tier in the factory section, of course, right here. You're gonna have to connect your ethanol into the ethanol input, and you're gonna have to output your acetic acid into a gold acid refinery. The gold acid refinery will also require some rich soil. To get rich soil, you're going to have to place a trommel, and of course you're gonna have to power all of these machines. They all need power, so just remember that. The trommel will need soil and water. Water, of course, second tier, water pump in the extractor section. The soil, you get soil from the soil excavator in the extractor section in the third tier. It's right here. It costs $500,000, and the soil extractor will need a lot of water. It's going to need a lot of water, like two water pumps. I mean, you can place one, because the soil extractor can make enough soil for two trommels, or maybe even three. I didn't check, but I know it can make enough for two for sure. But anyway, after that the trommel will also output gravel and sand. We don't need gravel and sand, to be fair, so we can just store those in some silos. I'm storing my gravel and sand. I mean, you can make glass from sand. I don't know what you can make from gravel. If you know anything that gravel can do, that you can do with gravel, then comment down below. I think you can only sell it though. I mean, you don't need to put them into silos. You can also just sell the sand and the gravel. But the third thing that gets outputted from the side of the trommel, you will actually need the bauxite residue that gets outputted from the trommel. You're gonna have to make aluminium from it, but more on that later. First I'm gonna show you how to make 24 karat gold to then smelt into gold ingots because that's gonna be the first half of the process. Okay, so after you've done all that, connected the water into, you know, the gold acid refinery, you're gonna have to connect the residue output from the gold acid refinery into some type of silos, because residue makes a lot of pollution. So I recommend you to put it inside of some silo like this. It produces a ton of residue, as you can see. I've only had this running for like 2 hours or something, and it already produced 2000 residue. And after you've connected your residue output, you're gonna have to connect your 12 karat gold, 10 karat gold, into a water. Give me a second. Whoa. Pressurized water filter. And the pressurized water filter will also require water. So you're gonna have to connect your 10 karat gold into the pressurized water filter, and you're also going to have to connect your water pump. The water pump, of course, being in the second tier in the extractor section. The pressurized water filter in the third tier in the factories section. After you've connected all of those, the pressurized water filter will produce residue that you will also have to output into some type of tank. After that, you're going to have 12 karat gold that you're going to have to output into another gold acid refinery, into right here, into the middle. And after that, you're going to need more acetic acid. That's why I told you to build 2 plastic refineries instead of 1, because one would not make enough ethanol to then make acetic acid from the ethanol into the gold acid refineries. That's why you needed 2. And you're just gonna have to connect from this oxidation plant both into this gold acid refinery and this one. Of course, this one will need more acetic acid, so you can just use a item overflow gate to make more acetic acid to go into the first one. After that, you're going to have to connect water into the third input of the gold acid refinery. The water pump, of course, being in the extractor section in the second tier. After, remember to connect everything with power. Almost everything in here needs power. Or maybe everything, actually. I don't know if we count the tanks. Okay, after that you're gonna produce a ton of residue from, you know, the second gold acid refinery. And you're gonna output 18 karat gold from here. The 18 karat gold is gonna have to go into another pressurized water filter, and the water filter, of course, will need another water pump. So just connect your water filter with the 18 karat gold and the water from your water pump. After that, you will have 24 karat gold that you will have to smelt into gold ingots. So first you're gonna have to place an electric furnace, industrial electric furnace. It's in the third tier in the factory section. And after you place it, you will have to connect the 24 karat gold into it, and you're gonna have to output the melted gold, the molten gold, into an ingot molder, which is quite surprising because the ingot molder is in the first tier in the factory section. After that, you're gonna have gold ingots that you will input into a alloyer, an alloyer. It's in the third tier in the factory section. After that, the alloyer will also require aluminium ingots and steam. So first I'm gonna show you how to make aluminum ingots, because steam is very easy. So to make aluminum ingots, you're going to need the first out the thing that I talked about before, the bauxite residue. You're gonna have to connect the bauxite residue into a grinder. The grinder is in the second tier in the factory section right here, and you're gonna have to connect your bauxite residue into the grinder. The grinder will also need water, so just place another water pump. It's in the extractor section in the second tier. After that, you will have to connect the crushed bauxite from the grinder into a blast furnace. The blast furnace is in the third tier in the factory section right here, and the blast furnace will need crushed bauxite and coke fuel. So to make coke fuel, you're gonna have to place another blast furnace, and you're gonna have to input coal into it. So just place 3 coal drills. They are in the first tier in the extractor category right here. And then just connect those coal drills into the blast furnace. After that, you will need oak logs. To get oak logs, you of course will need a modular farm. To make a modular farm, all you need is a 3-farm controller, a 3-farm water tank. Of course the water tank will need water, so just place a water pump too. It's in the extractor section in the second tier. It will also need a 3-farm output for the thingy to get the trees into. It will also need, oh yeah, the farm harvester, of course, the farm harvester. And after that, you're gonna have to place quite a lot of trees. As you can see, they buffed the sprinkler, now it can water a lot more trees actually. So just place this amount of trees will do, so just place this many trees and then place a sprinkler in the middle. It's also in the modular section right here. Oh, that's not it. 3-farm sprinkler right here, and you're gonna have a 3-farm, a modular farm, whatever you call it. And now you're gonna have both coal and oak logs inside of your blast furnace. Then you're gonna have to output the coke fuel from the blast furnace into your other blast furnace, and from that you're going to make, from the coke fuel and the crushed bauxite, you're going to make alumina, yeah. You're gonna have to output the alumina into a grinder. The grinder is in the second tier. The grinder is in the second tier in the factory section. The grinder will also need water, so just place another water pump and connect it into this input. And then you're gonna have to, then it's gonna output alumina dust. The alumina dust will have to go into the electric furnace, the industrial electric furnace. And from the industrial electric furnace you're going to have molten aluminium, liquid aluminium, and you're gonna have to connect the liquid aluminium into an ingot molder. It's in the first tier in the factory section right here, and you're gonna have to get these aluminium ingots all the way over to your alloyer. Right here, as you can see, aluminium ingots, and gold ingots. Now after all of that work, now we are at the easiest part. We just need steam. To make steam you will need a boiler. The boiler is in the second tier in the power category. You will also need a firebox. It's also in the second tier in the power category. You will also need a water pump. It's in the second tier in the extractor category right here. You're gonna have to, of course, connect the water, another water pump here too. You're gonna have to connect the water into the water input on the boiler. You're gonna have to connect this water into the water input on the firebox, and you're gonna have to connect three coal mines, coal drills. They are in the first tier in the extractor section right here. You're gonna have to place 3 of them and connect them into the firebox input for coal right here. Actually you might need 4, I don't know, this is no go. And then you're gonna have to connect the coolant output into the hot water input on the boiler. You're gonna have to connect, of course, the firebox into the boiler, and then from the boiler you're gonna have to connect the used water. You can of course use this water to make this, like, there is no point to be fair, so I'm not gonna even talk about it. You're just gonna have to connect the water into a liquid dump. It's in the second tier. The liquid dump is in the second tier in the mist section, and after that you're going to have steam being inputted into your alloyer, gold ingots being inputted into your alloyer, and aluminium ingots being inputted into your alloyer. After all of this, you're going to produce purple gold. You can see this is molten purple gold. The alloyer, oh, I forgot about the ingot guy. So you're gonna have to put the molten purple gold from your alloyer into a ingot molder. The ingot molder is in the first tier, of course, in the factory section. You're gonna have to connect your molten purple gold. Oh, I forgot to connect power into this ingot molder. As you can see now it's making purple gold, and now it's gonna output purple gold ingots. And as you can see, it's outputting quite a good amount. Oh, and that's really about everything in this video. I'm also gonna show you how much money it makes, because it makes a lot of money. And yeah, just like, subscribe, and comment down below if you want a tutorial on how to make magnets, how to make ferroaluminium, if I remember correctly, ferroaluminium magnets. And if you want me to show you how to make glass also, just comment down below. As you can see, we're getting a lot of gold, and I'm gonna show you how much it gives, how much money it gives, because it gives a lot of money. Because to be fair, it costs 7 million to make a farm like this. So if it didn't give a lot of money, it wouldn't really make any sense. And it's also really difficult to make. So just wait a second for all of my molten purple gold. Okay, that's all of it. 34 of it. I'm gonna sell 34 of this molten gold, and let's see how much it makes. Wait for it. Come on, man. Sell it faster. As you can see, 34 ingots for 726,000. That's like a lot of money. So this might be the new best method to make money, but also it costs a ton, so just remember that. Alright, that's about all that I have to talk about, so yeah, bye.